Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. It's a big thing. You know why? Because you people watch, you guys pay attention, you guys want to enjoy, you guys want to have a little fun. Well, that's what it's about. Hi, everybody. It's Wednesday on January 5th, 5 days into 2022, and it's still a great shit show. Anyway, folks, I'm talking about the life outside. Anyway, folks, check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609. Now, folks, every show is brought to you by Eco Solar Solutions, where you always save more energy. How about Trico Air Experts? Doing it right with my good buddies from Trico, Anthony and Carmela out of Rosemont, Illinois, 773-999-7888, recreating good hair days. My buddies from Don Esteban Cigars, Tarpon Springs, Florida, hand-rolled, natural, dark, Maduro, all the kinds you want. Big ones, short ones, tall ones, fat ones, skinny ones, flavored ones, hand-rolled, delivered right to your home. Call Javier at 727-366-7536. You can see us on Twitter, everybody. Follow us on Twitter. And also subscribe to us on YouTube. If you can, folks, please share the show. Share everybody. Let everybody know about Ocean's Pit. We got a great week coming up to you. Don't forget, tomorrow is Thursday. And January 6th, my lovely co-host, Laura Ocean, is back live with us tomorrow. And she'll just telling you more good stuff that we want to talk about. So anyway, let's start the show. And remember, every show is dedicated to the first responders, the doctors, the nurses, the firemen, the policemen, the farmers, the teachers, but mostly it's dedicated to you. You is what makes this show, going into the third year, a success. All right, let's go, everybody. Showtime.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. And now, your host, Mr. Tony Ocean.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back on social media. Happy 2022, everybody. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are having a great day. Let's see who we got today. Albert, my good buddy from the Ronald SD organization. How you doing? Danny Ramonde, Luann, Richard Hamlin, Carol. How you guys doing, everybody? It is a great afternoon. It's a little nippy outside. It's a little nippy, but it's still, sun is shining. And hey, it's January, and this is what it is, everybody. So I hope you guys are going out there. Mark, what's up, my good buddy? Staying safe and doing what you have to do to make yourself do what you have to do. I mean, it's a crazy world we're living in, and every day is just a new adventure. A lot of stuff to talk about. I want to just let Patrick Haig know and Angelo Pacchi, the Dino Martin books that you guys won. Trivia went out yesterday. So you guys will be getting those books in the mail. Again, congratulations to Patrick Haig and Angelo Pacchi, of course, the winners of the Dean Martin book that they got for the trivia contest. So you guys should have that the next day or so in the mail and your house, delivered to you. Signed by author, signed by Elliot Thorpe, which is good. Florida, folks, is coming. March 11th will be at the Venice Community Center in Florida. 12th and 13th will be at Joey D's in Marco Island. We are negotiating as we speak gigs for St. Louis coming up, and we're looking at March 18th, March 19th, heading to Mesa and Chandler's, Arizona with the Rat Pack. So we're excited. A lot of good things in the work, folks, a lot of traveling, and that's what I like, to get out and have some fun and trying to hit some new blood. You know it is. Anthony Napolitano. It's a little nippy out there. You're right, Anthony. I hope you're doing well. But it's going to be good. Let's see. I am 100%, but hubby's on day 8th. All right, Carol, we'll wish you, I'm glad you're better, and I hope hubby's better. And Laura is doing much better again, folks. She went to get tested this morning, and now we're just waiting for her results, but she's at the tail end of it, and she's doing good. Jill, how you doing? Hey, Melissa, how you doing, honey, from My Party Princess out of Schaumburg, Illinois. So we're excited. Look, we got some dates coming up in Arizona now, in St. Louis. Of course, there's digs in Florida. We are just excited to get the hell out of here. Going to Mexico in February, me and my lovely wife. We're going away for our anniversary. I'll be 4 years married, actually. but 5 years together, 4 years married. Mississippi's look like we're gonna happen too in April. So there's a lot of good stuff happening here, folks. Trying to get out and do what we need to do. Now, next week we start guests again. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays is guests. And, of course, every Thursday, of course, my lovely wife will still be with me on Thursdays, Laura. But we're going to start next Tuesday, folks. That's January 11th. You see the number on the screen, 847-769-8609. You can call that number starting Tuesday and ask me whatever you want to ask me. Yeah, you can say, doing a great job, your show sucks, you suck, whatever you want to say to me. Everybody's going to hear it. So we want you to call in. The number's right at the bottom of the screen. And a gentleman who got on the show yesterday, his name was Roy. He goes, hey, what's the number for? And I didn't think about it. So we're going to have it. Yes, Mark, you have a question. Go ahead. What would take a new pill? What's your take on the president's new pill? I don't trust anything that comes from that guy. I'm sorry, my friends. I don't trust anything that comes up for Joe Biden. So take that pill and you know what you can do with it. My opinion, and my opinion only, doesn't mean a lot. Oh, that's right. Happy birthday to the General, Robert Provenzano in New Orleans. Mark, what's those little icons after everybody's name? What's those little icons? What's those little icons after everybody's name? No clue. Oh, I don't know what they are. Emojis? What do you call those things? I don't know. Mark, I have no idea. Please tell me what they are because I don't know. All right, what do we got here? Let's talk. A lot of, oh, boy. Hey, I want to wish happy 50 years. 50 years, folks. Oh, I'm a top fan. Is that what that means? Oh, thank you, Anthony Napolitano. I knew it meant something. Sometimes you might say diamond. Sometimes you see flags. Well, I do remember saying one is a flag is a top fan. One is a lifelong fan or something like that. I see those all the time. Good question, Mark. Good question. And thank you, Anthony Napolitano, for letting me know about that too. Isabella Drake, how you doing, honey? Isabella is a teacher, and you heard about that. Chicago Public Schools canceling all schools. No more going to school. All on remote at home. Oh, they'll be committing suicide left and right, folks. To not be able to go back in the city into class. That has been passed by the Chicago Public Schools District. No more going into school for now. I don't know about that. I don't know how that helps anybody. That does not help the kids. I don't care what you say. Because when you're behind a screen, you can do whatever the hell you want, technically. So I don't know. Isabella, I'd love to get your output on that, honey. Not getting paid today. And you're not getting paid today, Isabella. Well, that's not fair. They stopped remote for today. My neighbor just told me about his kids. So they stopped even remote. Oh, that is so unfair. Thank you, Tony, at the airport, getting ready to leave. Robert Provenzano celebrating his birthday in New Orleans. He's coming back to Chi-Town. Have a safe trip there, my brother, and happy birthday. Isabella, you voted against it. I agree with you. They should be in school. In school. Sitting lazy, sitting there behind their computer. No, that's wrong. Kids should be in school. Sorry. That's just what, but and this is only in the city of Chicago. And unfortunately, I wanted to work in person. Absolutely, Isabella. You're a teacher. I think most teachers want to be a student with their students in their class. I think it's good for the teacher. I think it's good for the kids. But now, according to Chicago Public Schools, you don't have to do that anymore for now. Isn't that horrible? Isabella, I'm sorry, honey. And I'm sorry for all the other teachers out there. Can't take this shit anymore. Talk about depression. Carol, I know, honey. You got to just try to find some sort of relief. I don't know. People read, people work out, people, whatever, build models, go fishing, whatever you can do to try to keep your mind off shit. And this is all we can do. Some parts of Burr Ridge, suburban Cook County, they are mandating to have vaccinated proof. What about your schedule? Michelle, not in my town, not where I'm going to be. And Are We Live? No, they are not asking for mandate vaccinations. A bunch of towns are turning on that. And that's what we do. My sister goes to the gym like crazy. And she said it was a ghost town the last 2 days. Ghost town. I don't know where gym she goes to. This is what my sister told me yesterday. They were closing classrooms and people came down with remote and going remote teachers just for that classroom. What happened to all the money to get all the schools safe in-person classes? Good idea, Anthony. What happened to that money? What about the plan, the big plan in 2022? President Joe Biden says we have a big plan to stop COVID-19. Yeah? Where is it? I'd like to see it. Whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, I don't care what side you are. This is not right what's going on in this world, folks. It's not right. It's not right at all. It's sad and it's scary. It's scary. It's scary. I'm going to say happy 50 years to my good buddy Rick Cicito, #1 Elvis impersonator for many, many years. Celebrated, started in 1972. Happy 50 years to the great Rick Cicito. If you never got to see Rick, then you were probably never went to a nightclub. If you like Elvis, he was the main guy. Still does a great job doing it. 50 years in the biz, still looks good. And happy anniversary to Rick Cicito. 50 years, man. I'm going to be my 30 years coming up in May. We're having a big party at the Des Plaines Theater in May, celebrating my 30-year anniversary as Tony Ocean. I'm excited about that. But imagine that, 50 years doing it full time. Pretty cool. Peggy Flynn from Wisconsin, my grandson who's 11, is just so worried about all this. They're still in classrooms for now. Why should they have to become worry warts over this? These poor kids. Yeah, it's bad for the kids. It's bad for the kids. Sitting at home, sitting there and being more and more miserable. Melissa, the gyms are ghost towns because obviously a lot of people are sick of the ton of people quit and ask for their money back because of the mandates. Well, I don't know that, Melissa. You're in Schaumburg, so I don't know where you go, but my sister said the same thing. I don't know. I have to find out. Joey, our son Joe goes to the gym. Have you been there lately, Joe? How's the gym's been?
It's dead, and they're asking for validation.
Yeah, Joey, our son, and Gianna, our daughter, goes every day, and Joey goes every day too, or every other day. But Joey's got his own little work thing over here, so he does a lot of workouts at home, and he said it's dead too. So these gyms are going to be closing, and once they start closing, the rules will change. Once places start going under, the rules will change. You want to hear the most stupidest thing they announced yesterday? Even though sometimes, my mouth, how it is. But listen to this. Woodfield. You need to be vaccinated to eat in the food court, but you don't have to be vaccinated to go into the mall and shop. So you can shop in the mall, but if you stop at the food court, then you got to get vaccinated, or you can't have a Coke, or you can't have a burger, or you can't have a burrito, whatever you can't sit down and eat. But you can shop. You can shop in the mall, but you can't eat in the food court. Listen, if these rules made sense, I think everybody would apply. I don't think anybody would have a fight with this stuff. I don't think there would be this separation, dividing people. I don't think that would have happened if it makes sense. Connie, because you can't take your mask off. Well, Connie, and because you can't take your mask off when you eat, obviously. But remember the COVID, remember the thing for 2020 and 2021, you got to go into the restaurant with your mask on. You got to sit down. Once you placed your order, you could take the mask off and sit there for 2 hours and eat with no mask on. Put the mask back on to go to the bathroom. What's the logic in that? I don't understand it. Robert, forget the gyms. Belly up, go to the bar. Yeah, that's what people are going to do. Jerry Jams, politicians are driving everybody into panic. And they are. I'm sorry, they are. That's ridiculous. None of it makes sense. It doesn't. It doesn't make sense. Jerry Jams, how you doing? Shop online like I do. Yeah, most people do shop online. But for a guy like me, we have to try our clothes on because my arms are too long and my waist could be like this and that. So I got to go to the store. Pat Lenzini from Highwood say, did anybody say bar? Yes. Pat, how you doing, my good friend? I hope you're doing well. And kids drink coffee. There you go, Marion. How you doing? It's crazy, man. Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things, folks. Yeah. So we're learning out more and more crazy things. Speaking of teachers, folks, this is nuts. This is completely nuts. According to CBS News. Wow. I mean, you know what? Sometimes you see these things, you read these stories, and sometimes you say to yourself, this is absolutely crazy. But then, you know, when it says CBS or NBC or ESPN or Newsweek, those are real stories. So you know they're coming from real media. But, you know, it's a reliable television reports, right? So this is a teacher, folks, a teacher that took her student into her home and vaccinated the kid without telling their parents. This teacher in Seacliff, New York. In Seacliff, New York, Laura Parker was a teacher in Seacliff, New York, took the student into her home, and gave the kid a vaccination shot. Now, number one, what you doing to bring the kid into her home? Number two, where does this teacher get a vaccination shot? She's not a doctor. This is a teacher. How can this be possible? It's a 17-year-old kid. How can this be possible? Needs. Valerie Pierce, how you doing? Welcome to Ocean's Pit. Hope you're doing well. Now, do you see this? This is a woman. This is a teacher, mind you. Seacliff, New York. Takes a kid into her home, vaccinates. What's the kid doing in the house? What's the kid being vaccinated by a teacher? It's not a doctor. Thank you, Pat. How did she get the vaccines to administrate this? CBS, Google it. Jerry Jams, if you're out there, Google this crazy story. How can she do this? I don't know, folks. Don't forget here's the schedule for this week. Now, folks, this Thursday we'll be at Zaza's in Barrington with Jerry Jams Renda, 7 o'clock showtime. This Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse in Schaumburg with Jeff Dubray. That's an 8 o'clock hit. This Saturday will be at Tavern on the Point, 8 o'clock hit, folks. And we are upstairs this time, folks. We are upstairs on the second floor. The show will be this Saturday. Not when you first walk in the door. We're going to have a nice place where we can actually get up and dance and have some fun. That's the second floor this Saturday, January 8th at Tavern on the Point. Jerry Jams already looks it up. All right, Gia, thank you. So maybe they're sleeping together, Marion. I don't know. He's 17 years old. I sure hope not. Some things is not right there. Tony, you're absolutely right, Tony Toto. She probably liked the kid. Connie, you're absolutely right. Maybe she gives him more than a vaccination, Tony Bisek. Something's not right there, folks. So Jerry Jams, one of our helpers there, of course, Jerry just put the story on our show. So if you can see it, click on there. Second floor. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, Jerry, this Saturday. Don't forget now, folks, next Thursday, Tony Ocean Party. Tony Ocean Party next Thursday, the 13th at Are We Live in Burr Ridge. That's right. This brand new lounge, a great place, great music. It's going to take you back to old Chili's and the living room and Faces. That's right. It's a 7:30 hit next Thursday, January 13th. Are We Live? That's the name of the place. So check it out in Burr Ridge. Tony Ocean Party on that Thursday. It's going to be a lot of fun on the 13th every Thursday. Tony Ocean Party. You can't beat that, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. And don't forget the 30th of January, Ocean's Rap Pack hits the Old Orchard Country Club in Mount Prospect. Bill Saratellis, Frank Sinatra, Elliot Wimbush as Sammy Davis, yours truly as Dean Martin, and Jerry Jams running the sound and lights, etc. That's going to be January 30th. Are We Live? Our airtight windows will be there. There's the story, ladies and gentlemen. Jerry Jams, Laura Russo, 54 years old, was arrested on New Year's Eve in Seacliff, New York, after police was informed. Okay, here it is. Here's the story. Police, she allegedly injected a 17-year-old boy with vaccine. The Nassau Police Department said the news released on Monday. Police said that the boy's mother called the authorities after her son told her that he got the jab. The mother had not given permission or authority to give her son injection with COVID vaccine, the department said. True story, CBS, this Laura Parker is a whack job. A whack job, folks. Taking a 17-year-old kid into her home and putting a vaccine into him. Thank you, Jerry Jams, for that information. Pat, the nice things, I just finished doing 3,000 tortellini. Minchia. That's fantastic. Dennis Finn, buddy, I'm getting really sick of seeing what people are going through. It's time to start fighting back. I'm close to the edge. Dennis Finn, we don't need you on the edge, brother. We need you at the party. Dennis Finn, of course, for the Needs Organization, one of the best organizations in the city of Chicago that gives to people in need. And it does no cost to the person. If you're looking for help right now, clothes, certain things, Needs Foundation. Check it out. NEENDS, the Needs Foundation, or private message our good buddy Dennis Finn. Him and his crew do an incredible job taking care of people who need things. We're talking about need things. You know, maybe no refrigerator, an old bike, or whatever it is that we can give. Dennis and his crew comes up getting this stuff for people who need it. Like on Thanksgiving, they donated all they got the Thanksgiving turkey dinners for all these people. And it was a great thing. And he did it on Christmas too as well. So that's the Needs Organization, Ocean's Pit. Little show about big things. How about a couple of sponsors here, folks? That's right. My buddy Lou from Airtight Windows, siding specialist, family owned for 30 years for honesty and quality. Do it right with Airtight. That's right. Call my buddy Lou from Airtight Windows, 708-788-5000. Family owned, and he won't screw you over, man. They've been in business 30 years. It's a family-owned business. We're going to need windows, man. It's going to get cold. Get it done. Airtight Windows, baby. That's how it works. Deutsch Power Center out of Elgin, Illinois, servicing the construction and diesel industry for the last 100 years. That's Deutsch Power Center. Call Sal at 224-276-6550. Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. It is a beautiful day, folks. Even though, like I said, it's a little cold, but the sun is shining and we're out there. Yeah, that's right. The edge is easy in these times. You know, Cole, you're absolutely right, because it's look, everybody out there can, you know, you get to a certain level of stress or a certain level of stuff in an everyday life. I mean, 2019, before all this pandemic and all this crazy shit was going on. And we didn't know what was going on. But it seems now, I don't know who's controlling who, but you can have a man or a woman who's normally doing that, and they just go crazy. Start doing some nuts. Right? You know when this is good. I like this quote. Thank you so much. You know you're old when your knees gives you the accurate weather more than the weatherman does. And now I know people that I don't have that problem, but I know sometimes my buddies with their knees or their shoulders or there's something, if it hurts or something, it's either going to rain or it's going to snow or whatever it is. They know how to tell the weather. It's true. And these guys should get paid instead of some of these weather guys who are wrong half the time and still make a living. It's the only job that you can be wrong at and still have a job. I have a lot of friends recently died and none from COVID. See now, Carol, isn't that crazy? Yes, Marion, I seen that big fire. I didn't get a chance to get all the details, but there is a big fire in River Grove right next to where my mom's from Elmwood Park. Jerry's from Elmwood Park. Yeah, my weather's more, so it's crazy. Sorry for the end of the families out of River Grove. I haven't found that information out, but I will have that story to cover tomorrow because I didn't get a chance to get information on that. All right, folks. Whoopi Goldberg, Jimmy Fallon, two celebrities that said they have COVID-19, both of them fully vaccinated and both boosted. We all knew this. It's not a surprise that if you're vaccinated and boosted, you can still get COVID and still give COVID. You just won't die, supposedly. So Whoopi came out. Who cares, Whoopi? And the Jim, I don't want anything to happen to her, but I just don't want her on the show. I just don't want to watch The View. I don't want her to get sick. I don't want anybody to get sick. I just don't want to see Whoopi. Can't stand The View. I hope they get rid of that stupid show. Jimmy Fallon, I couldn't care. I never liked the guy. But I don't want the guy to get hurt. I just don't want to see him on TV. My opinion doesn't mean much, but it is what it is. We got some birthdays. First of all, Robert General Provenzano, the General. Happy birthday, General. Have a safe trip home from New Orleans. He's on the plane. JR Ross, JR, of course, JR from the WWE announcer. Cancer-free, and he's back. Happy birthday, JR, from the AEW and formerly from the WWE. Sergio Leone, great movie producer, Fistful of Dollars, and a whole bunch more. Those great westerns, spaghetti westerns he did with Clint Eastwood and more. Sergio Leone celebrates a birthday, folks. How about the beautiful Victoria Principal? 72 years old. She still looks beautiful when you see a picture of her. Victoria Principal, happy birthday. Michael Stipe, the lead singer and songwriter behind the band from Athens, Georgia. The great REM. That's right. Michael Stipe celebrates a birthday. Ron Kittle, former member of the Chicago White Sox, celebrates a birthday, folks. Don't forget our good buddy Doug Sylvester from Doug and Lulu. Happy birthday, Doug. I know it was yesterday, but I just want to make sure I say it again. Happy birthday, Doug. Barbara Rush, great actress, folks, 95 years old. The great Barbara Rush, great actress she was. How about the great Robert Duvall, one of the great actors of all time, the great Robert Duvall. Joe Deeney from Deeney's Hair Salon here in Schaumburg. Happy birthday, Joseph. Happy birthday, Joseph Deeney. That's D-I-N-I. Happy birthday, Joseph Deeney. Another drummer in the Chicagoland area, Southside, Mark Kemp, celebrates a birthday today. Happy birthday, Mark. Our brother, a great singer in the Chicagoland area, former cigar, actually he's a cigar smoker with me, also part of our Chicago Friars Club, the great Nick Pontarelli, Nick, happy birthday, Nick, on your birthday today as well. And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to blame anybody for the lousy work of your Chicago Bears, blame this lady here. Virginia McCaskey turns 99 years old. 99 years old, Virginia McCaskey of the Chicago Bears organization. All right, 99 years old. Now, they just announced that the Pace will be coming back, but not Nagy. To solve this problem with the Chicago Bears, you need to get rid of the owners, you need to get rid of Pace, and you definitely need to get rid of Nagy. So 1 out of 3 ain't enough. Any yet, my aunt's going to be 101 this summer. Who the hell knows? Well, Carol, God bless. I hope your aunt makes it to 101. The view is awful. It's the only, isn't it horrible, Melissa? It is horrible. But you need to mask up and no hugging. You're right. I don't like either, but don't wish any of them bad luck. Yeah, there you go. That's what I said. I don't like them as their. I'm not a Whoopi fan. I'm not a Fallon fan, but I don't want them to get sick. I just, Pace will stay in the organization, not as a GM. All right. So what are they going to do? Put him as a coach? River Grove house fire, 23,000 block River Grove. 3 died, 1 injured. House is fully. Oh my God, Christine, we heard about that. Thank you for giving me some more information. So we have some details here of that horrible fire in River Grove, house fire, 2300 block of Grove Street. 3 died, unfortunately, 1 injured. It's just so sad. That's been happening a lot. I know Christmas, they were talking about some Christmas lights burning and stuff in the houses. And you got to watch out during the holidays. I don't know what happened here in River Grove, but with this weather sometimes with the pipes and stuff, you never know, man. Don, we got to get Don on the show. So Don or Marion, can you private message me at the end of this show today and tell me if you can be able to work this Zoom thing out, because I got to have Don on the show. Got to have you on the show. All right, folks, today is National Spaghetti Day. National Spaghetti Day. Go home and eat some spaghetti. How about skitching? You guys remember skitching when you were a kid? I don't think I've ever did it. Maybe did it once and fell on my ass and scared the shit out of me. But have you ever sketched? Remember, you're going down Harlem and you jump, you get on the back of a car, back of the bumper there or whatever, and you hold on and slide along with the car. First of all, very dangerous. Second of all, very stupid, but people did do it. Used to see people do it all the time. Hydrants froze, too sad. Oh, that's horrible. Horrible, Jerry. Thank you for that. Yes, do. I make pasta all week. There you go, Marion. Well, happy spaghetti day. So do you guys skitch? Has anybody ever skitched? Skitching, as they call it. Holding on the back of a bumper in the middle on the express, on Harlem Avenue, wherever you're at near your home, on the ice and having them take you for a ride. I've never done. I think I did it maybe once, if I do remember. Fell over and almost killed myself. So no skitching in the works for me. I don't see anybody. Has anybody skitched before in the back of a car, held on to a bumper and went for a ride? Has anybody skitched here on the Ocean Pit listeners here today? Ocean Pit? No, I guess not. Okay, only citizen. Oh, and I love this. Oh, Marianne never did that. Bad boys, not good. Yeah, not good. That's right. All right, what do we got here, folks? Only U.S. citizens should vote. Only U.S. citizens should receive U.S. benefits. Only U.S. citizens should count on the U.S. Census when they're taking a poll. Bill used to do it in the early 60s. All right, there you go, Billy. Hi, Jack. Jack is in the hospital for a possible stroke. Oh, my God. Bonnie, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. If we can send our prayers out to our good friend Jack Gale, who was on the show before, a very good friend of ours. And Bonnie, of course, my good friend for many years. So my prayers go out to Jack and Bonnie. Prayers that possible, maybe it's not. Let's just pray. So everybody, please pray. I can't, it's just one bad news after another, folks. How about this? You want to talk about more shit, folks? Maxwell, the girl who got 5 counts, got all that trouble, the assistant to Epstein. Do you guys know back in 2009, Prince Andrew, this is according to the BBC News Network, the BBC, which is out of England, the UK, said Prince Andrew's accuser was paid off $500,000 from Epstein in 2009. Sex offender paid off by Epstein $500,000 to this person. Paid off so she'd shut up and be quiet. Prince Andrew, probably on that island with Epstein. I don't know how many more people are on that island. When are they going to find that out? When is that book going to come out? When is that list? When are people going to start getting locked up for being on that island? Whatever they're on for, what were they on that island for? Yeah, it's just crazy, guys. How about baseball fans out there? Major League Baseball fans, hear the news. The American League has a designated hitter. Well, looks like starting the new league, once they're out of the strike, they're going to have a designated hitter in the National League. What do you guys think about that? I think that's absolutely right. That's fair. Designated hitter in the American League and designated hitter in the National League. Now we're going to have on, not this week, maybe next week, the great Pete Caliendo, who works for a lot of the Major League Baseball and does a lot of stuff. He's a former Elmwood Park guy, and he's going to tell us some insides of what's going on with the baseball strike. And we're going to talk about this designated hitter. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with that for you baseball fans out there. According to CBS, 2 women choked on New Year's Eve eating rice cakes in Japan. Now, I like rice cakes. I like the caramel ones. My worst habit, my bad habit is chips, potato chips, pretzels, that kind of shit. If I took that out of my diet, I wouldn't be eating anything bad. The only thing bad I'd be putting into my body is alcohol. But chips are it. But every now and then I do have rice cakes. And I like them, the caramel ones. But these 2 ladies, according to CBS, choked to death on eating them. Now, Those things are almost like eating cardboard. You know, if you put too much in your mouth at the same time and then you don't have anything to drink. Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry about that, Richard. It's a lockout, not a strike. Yes. Thank you for correct. And I agree with you, Jerry. They should have had the National League should have had a designator a long time ago. Anyway, the two people that choked, two ladies on rice cakes. Wonder if Rizzo's coming back. No, Marion. Rizzo Anthony will not be back. He's signed again with the Yankees for another year. He ain't coming back to Chicago. He's not going to come back to a losing team. Let me tell you something. Even though Rizzo might not win the World Series, but he'll be in the playoffs every year, and that's something the Cubs will never do, fortunately. Styrofoam. There you go. There's better off, Mary. Styrofoam better than cardboard. Yeah, that's it. Rather eat chips anytime. There you go, Carol. I love chips. They're so bad for you. Thank you, Jerry Jams. None of the ex-Cubs are coming back. Everybody thought Rizzo would be back. He ain't coming back to this team, folks. Sorry. I don't want to ruin your New Year's Eve here. Dip them in coffee. Yeah, you could dip the rice cake into something. Yeah, tea, coffee. That's a great thing, Marion. Or make sure you have something to drink while you're eating them. Kathy Apolito from beautiful Santa Barbara. How you doing, honey? I hope you're doing well. Happy New Year. You guys noticed this is something that always intrigued me. Oh, another great quote. Alcohol. Alcohol is the glue that holds this shit show together. Salute. So many people that I talk to that told me they barely drink or don't drink as much or don't drink anymore. The last 2 years, they started drinking. Alcohol is the glue holding the shit show together. Now, you know how much I talk about Jack Daniels and how much I talk about, some people are very against the drinking because, alcohol runs in people's family. I get it. But sometimes a little sniff, a little drink every now and then is good. Kathy Laura's doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. She's going to be on the show tomorrow. Laura will be on the show tomorrow. You can ask her whatever you want, but she's doing fantastic. Gil, salute my brother. He's a great guy, cancer survivor. Yes, he is. Anthony Rizzo is a great guy, but now he's a New York Yankee, which is even better. So anyway, Karma rice cakes with peanut butter. Now, I don't like the peanut butter part. I just eat the rice cakes by itself. But Tony, yeah, a lot of people put peanut butter on it. That is good. Thank you, Kathy. Great news. All right, guys, here's another thing. Dr. Fauci, here's a brand new, came in right now. I want you guys to listen. Very important. A new message from Dr. Fauci. Are you ready? Dr. Fauci says, ladies and gentlemen, if you wear 2 swimsuits when you go to the pool, you can pee in the pool. Dr. Fauci says if you wear 2 swimsuits this summer, when you're swimming in your pool, you can pee in the pool. That is a message from Dr. Fauci. Just letting you guys know, just came in. I can see how much you guys love that. Kenneth, 12 years alcohol-free. God bless you, brother. God bless you. Great news for you. He's nuts. Yeah, he is nuts, Kathy, Dr. Fauci. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't listen to this guy. How about now they're saying cloth masks are no good no more? Cloth masks, no good. So the paper ones are, but the cloth ones aren't. I still don't have any idea. This is according to Fox News. Fox News saying that the cloth masks are no good. Tell me something. Why is the cloth one bad and the paper one is good? I don't get it. Susan, the closer, Jambroni in the house. Hey, Susan, how you doing, honey? Happy New Year. Hope you're doing well. Fauci uses the nude beach. There you go. That's a good one, Gil. That's a good one. You ever notice, remember when we were kids, and maybe you guys still do, how many people used to go to the International House of Pancakes? Right? Imagine the lawsuits in 10 years, how masks were bad for you. Oh, yeah. Imagine that guy 10 years from now. Hey, did you wear a mask in 2021? Well, if you did, you might be able to win some money. Give us a call. Yeah. Forget about 10 years from now, Jerry. Let's just try to make it through 2022. Like Denny's better. Yeah, well, you know what? Denny's International House of Pancakes. You ever wonder, and it was on Facebook yesterday, why there's only the International House of Pancakes are only in the United States? It didn't make sense to me. It's called International House of Pancakes. That would mean international means it's all over the world. But someone posted that the International House of Pancakes is only in the United States. Marion Gross, he's that gross that he gets in his mouth and wrong. Yeah, I know. Denny's our sister of Burger King. There you go. Anyway, International House of Pancakes. Called International. You figure it's all over the world. No, it's just in the United States. There is one in Norwich. Yes, you're absolutely right. Marianne, you're absolutely right. Now, folks, you know what's coming up Thursday, tomorrow. It's a one-year anniversary, January 6, 2021, of the attacks on the White House last year, if you do remember. But as the anniversary is approaching, here's something that someone said. Werner Herzog was an actor. He's a movie producer. Did a lot of documentaries, a lot of movies. But here's what he says. Dear America, you are waking up as Germany. Now, remember, he's German. Dear America, you are waking up as Germany once did to the awareness that 1/3 of your people will kill another third of the people while the other 1/3 of people sit there and watch. You know what they say, sometimes history repeats itself. And I hate to think even out there like that. But, man, it's some scary shit that's going on in this world. According to Newsweek magazine, an 81-year-old lady from New Jersey, oh, my God, saved her dog from a bear attack. Wow. Now, we know we all have little dogs. Some have big dogs. If you let them run out in the yard or you're taking them for a walk in Elk Grove, certain areas there, they got the coyotes. You hear about all this, and you're scared if the little dog runs out there. Right? Isn't that crazy? So this poor 81-year-old lady saved her dog fighting off a bear attack. Kudos to the lady that saved her dog. I mean, man, dogs is called a Newsweek magazine. And you know what, folks? It is it's your dog, man. It's a family member. I don't care what you say. Dogs, cats, birds, whatever you got. Snakes. If you have a pet, it's a family member. We all love our pets, guys. It's that simple. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, God bless that lady. You know what, folks? It's time for that. You know what it's time for, don't you? Ooh, it's time for That's Suspicious. According to CBS, listen to these cronies, folks. Listen to these people. Now, doctors have been saying that if you have no symptoms or if you don't have serious symptoms, do not get tested. They are running out of tests. There's a shortage of tests. So they're saying if you don't have these some very serious symptoms, don't get tested. But according to CBS, on these social media people buying these home-at-home COVID-19 testings and wasting them by running them under tap water. And some of these tests came out positive, and it was run under tap water. So, do I disagree? I do agree that you should not waste tests. Guaranteed. You shouldn't do that. Number two is you shouldn't be wasting them. I agree on that. But if these people are taking these tests, these home tests, and they're running them over tap water, and some of these tests have been coming out positive, that's just telling us that some of these tests are screwed up, ladies and gentlemen. And these rapid tests, as we're finding out more and more and more, are not accurate. Maybe 75 to 80% accurate. Steve, how you doing, buddy? Steven, Omicron virus is a common cold. If you have COVID-19, you're going to test positive. There you go. Thank you, Steven. Makes a lot of sense. People I know, oh, Tony, you're sniffling. Yeah, I'm sniffling because I got a cold, because it's the flu. I have extra ones if anybody wants to buy them. There you go. Carol's selling them. My mom said there are a recall on them. Need to find out. You can get them on Google. Yeah, it's some recall on some. Excuse me. So some crazy people are buying them, going on social media and running them under tap water. And some of them came back with the positive. So I'm not even going to go into that, but I'm going to say that that's suspicious. According to ABC, in the state of Illinois, new cases, 24,423 new cases of COVID-19 or this Omicron. 79 people have died. We don't want anybody to die. But are those 79 people really died of COVID? Or they died from something else with the COVID? I mean, that was the big question back in 2020 and 2021. People were like, craziness with some hospitals, and people were getting a certain amount of money if they did this, blah, blah, blah. You heard about all this. So I don't know these numbers anymore. You know, I would like to see, you know what would make, and I think I mentioned this on the show a few times myself, and I know you guys have heard me say it. I would like the governor or somebody to come on television going, good morning, good morning, Illinois, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Happy New Year. Now, this is, if I was the governor, even though I'm not a governor and I'm not qualified to be the governor, but if I was qualified, and it was my time to talk to the Illinois people, say, ladies and gentlemen, Happy New Year, blah, 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 blah. Hope you're being safe. Now with this new variant that's out there, as of today, as of yesterday, 24,423 new cases. And then I would say, unfortunately, 79 deaths. But then I would also say, how about how many people survived? And they always leave the survived part out. They always leave that out. When 2020, when everything was going out like crazy and the governor was on every 3 days saying how many people have it, how many people died, how many people, blah, blah. They never mentioned how many people survived. So 97% accurate survival, whatever it was, right? So my buddy who lives in Canada took me a screenshot of his news thing because he watches the news like we did. And that's what they had. They had 3 columns. They had one that said had it. They had one that said survived. And they had one column that said has died. At least when you are a person that's looking at these things, these facts, or these numbers, it gives you a little bit of hope of some degree. That thing in the middle that said survive is going to give you a little bit of hope instead of doom, 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 doom. I wouldn't want that job for anybody. I don't know if anybody who would want that job. Now, and you know when stuff hits close to home, according to Fox News, folks, listen to this. I don't know, most of the people that are watching the show, you're probably not far from where I'm at. We are in Elk Grove, Schaumburg, maybe a little farther. You might be near Arlington Heights. How about this, folks? How about this in Arlington Heights? 45-year-old man named Paul Castelli. It makes me sick just to think if this guy's an Italian. When he was caught sexually harassing a girl, they caught her in the back seat with her pants down, a young girl. This guy, 45 years old, a Fox News teacher, molesting kids. Gil, 79 divided by 24, 23. And we don't know COVID as if they cause her death. There you go, Gil. Thank you for that. Susan, isn't that sicko? That is terrible what he did. 45 years old, this guy. Paul Castelletti. Embarrassed that he's an Italian, if he is Italian. Embarrassed that any man would do that. There's sick bastards in this world. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. It's just not right. There's something just not right. Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things, folks. You got a last chance. You got 3 weeks left for this great deal called SteakSyndicate.com. SteakSyndicate.com, folks, brings you these quality steaks. Fish, pork chops, chicken, burgers, dogs, all sent to your house. The same steaks that you would get at any quality fine dining restaurant. If you haven't heard the speech, here it is again. My good buddy John Seriani put this together for Ocean's Pit listeners and for people who like the Tony Ocean Show. You go to SteakSyndicate.com. You put the promo code Tony Ocean. You get 25% off that membership fee and 1 free tomahawk steak. Now, you know that any fine dining restaurant you go to, that tomahawk steak is about $150 alone, without the vegetable, without the potato. You're going to get 1 free tomahawk steak. SteakSyndicate.com. Tony Ocean promo code. 20% off membership and 1 free tomahawk steak. That's right, folks. SteakSyndicate.com. Don't forget, tomorrow, though, my lovely wife, Laura, will be our co-host. Be great to have her on. Let's go to some other stories here if we can. George Lopez, George Lopez, the comedian, collapsed 3 times on stage, according to the Overtimer social media outlet, says George Lopez falls 3 times. I don't know what happened to him after that. We wish the best to comedian George Lopez. Now, I'm going to sick you guys out again. I think I mentioned this once before on the show. And we're going to do it again. Because listen to this, folks. This is completely crazy. Governor Pritzker, Illinois, school announced. Boys and girls sharing the same locker room. Have you been hearing this? Have you heard this? Castrates any bastard that rapes and touches a child. Mary, you are absolutely right. I want you guys, Greg Reedy, what's up, my brother from Florida? Yeah, get ready for that Windy City Boys tour starting March 11th. Venice Community Center, 12th and 13th, Marco Island, Joey D's. That's right, my good pal, Greg Reedy. Now, folks, yeah, our governor in the same Chicago schools wants to have the boys and girls go into the same locker room. Ah, man, like he doesn't have anything else to worry about in the city of Chicago. Have anything else to worry about the mandates of the restaurants? What about the murders and the killings and the robberies that are happening in the city of Chicago and the suburbs of Chicago? Why don't you take care of that first instead of the vaccine or the stupid car that you need to go? Boys and girls sharing the same locker room? Really? You think I'm crazy? You might be thinking I'm crazy. Or what's wrong with this guy? That's not normal. I'm sorry. That's sick. Ronnie B. Carjacking's another thing we forgot. Yeah, they're worried so much about where are your papers. Well, there's a lot of towns that are not going with the vaccine. I'm sure you heard about it already. A lot of towns are not going with the vaccine. A lot of restaurants. He's nuts and don't care about anything else. No, he will not get a reelection. Well, you know what? Connie, I'm going to tell you, honey, he's got enough money behind him. He might win again. He might win again. I don't know if Lightfoot will win again whenever she's done running. Patrick Haig, how you doing, buddy? Your book went out yesterday, so again, congratulations. But boys and girls in the same locker room, I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you something. You know, you go to police officers, they have the body cameras. So when they pull someone over, you can see how the police officer is doing. You know what they need to do? They need to put these body cams on teachers and let the teachers have these on them so the parents can see some of these whack job kids too. I'm sorry. Let me tell you something. When I was a kid, I got out of hand. My teacher gave me a hit. And let me tell you something. I didn't turn out too bad. That little hit that I got every now and then, that shut me up. I never did that stuff again. Sometimes these poor kids are trying to do the right thing. These poor teachers are trying to do the right thing, and some of the kids don't give a shit. I don't know. Can't blame the kids sometimes. I think it's the upbringing. I don't know. No, I have grandchildren. Not right. Yeah, right? There, Marion. There you go. You know. Those teachers are fighting hard. Those police officers are fighting hard. Police officers trying to protect. Teachers trying to teach. Let them teach. When a kid gets out of hand, give him a whack. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. He deserves it. He or she deserves it. Come on, all of us our age, we all got hit by the nun or got hit by the teacher, right? What happened? We all turned out okay. Carlo Rodriguez, Carlos, how you doing, my good friend? Talking about the men in blue. They're there for you. Horrible what the police people have to go through, the police department. 2020 was horrible. They can't even do their own jobs. They can't do their jobs. Just like the teachers can't do their jobs. They can't. Their hands are tied. When people are going in and robbing stores in the middle of the day, they don't care. What is Port Police can do nothing. They can't do anything. Their hands are tied. God forbid they do something wrong. Someone said, Tony, do you watch CNN? No, I don't. I don't watch CNN. I don't watch CNN. It's for the same reason why I don't eat or drink out of my toilet. That's why I don't watch CNN. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, folks. This is from the Daily Wire. This could give us hope, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, this could give us a little bit of hope. This could give us a little bit of hope. According to the Daily Wire, and I don't know if anybody, how you doing, Lisa? Hope you're doing well, honey. Hope your parents are doing well. Hey, Jerry James, if you're out there, according to the Daily Wire, social media outlet, the Daily Wire, are you ready for this? Nancy Pelosi has said she will step down at the end of 2022. Woo! Nancy Pelosi said she'll step down at the end of 2022, according to the Daily Wire. Jerry Jams, if you're there, buddy, put up a little story on that. Daily Wire says Nancy Pelosi will step down after 2022. Oh, I can't wait to see this next election. It's going to be crazy, folks. Best news yet, right? Absolutely. How about this for you people in Florida out there? Snow falls in Florida. What? That's right. Okaloosa County, 75 degrees, went down and started snowing. Didn't stick, but they had snow according to today, hit the ground, but did not stay long. But it still snowed in Florida. The wicked bitch of the West, gone. She knows she won't win. Well, thank you. You're absolutely right, Greg. Nancy Pelosi's 81. They should be forced to retire at that age. You know what, Christine? We talked about this on the show, and I think you guys agree with me too. There should be an age to politicians. I'm sorry. If you have your job and what you're doing at a certain age, you have to step down, right? So they should be able to step down too. We are almost running out of time. We only got a minute left. My God, look at this. According to digitalreader.com, they say if you drink a lot of tea and drink a lot of coffee, it lowers your chance of getting a stroke and dementia. If you drink a lot of tea and you drink a lot of coffee. I drink 1 cup of coffee a day. That's it. Non-decaf with sugar and cream. I don't drink tea. Send her with joy in the view. There you go, Marion. Very north of the Louisiana border. Yes, sir. Ronnie B says snow and ice in Nashville. There you go. There you go. There you go. Powerball. Jackpot. But Christmas time, it was $400 million. Now it's $522 million. Powerball jackpot. Wow, that's a lot of money for somebody to grab that. And there's something I'm going to leave you with, folks. The problem these days is that the people that are being hated are real, and the people that are being liked are fake. You're an outcast if you speak your mind, no matter what, even before the pandemic. You speak your mind, good or bad. I don't know. Just crazy, man. And remember another thing. This makes a lot of great sense, folks. Man. This is good news before we go. I remember I tell you about the Maxwell trial where Prince Andrews, the accuser, got that money. Now listen to this. Now they're finding more and more sex traffickers. They're finding them. Obviously, that book or the DVDs or the CDs, whatever Maxwell's got, and they found all this evidence. Listen to this. 5 missing girls were found. 5 missing girls were found in New Orleans, ladies and gentlemen. They arrested 30 sex offenders. 30 sex offenders were arrested in New Orleans. 30 girls were found. That's great news. This is according to NBC. That means that they're out doing their job, and maybe they're finding out with this crazy shit, this sex offending stuff. Congratulations, and God bless these 5 girls that are home now with their families, and those 30 sex offenders arrested. Now, women out there, when you see a man, don't be too hard on him. Before you call a man ugly, remember that 95% of your beauty can be removed with a wipe. The great Red Fox said that. Red Fox also said, remember, you can get rid of fat. You can't get rid of ugly. And that's, of course, the great Red Fox, of course, Sanford and Son. Just a great quote. That's what he said. Don't make fun. If you don't, you got to love Red Fox, folks. It's good stuff, man. Anyway, we are coming to the end of the show. We are past our hour. And again, I need to thank you all for I worry every day about the young girls. Yeah, I know, Mary. It's crazy. Anyway, folks, it's coming to the end. And don't forget our sponsor, of course, Portillo's Fundraisers. You know, we've been talking about it. Our son Joe works for the marketing department. And if you're looking for a fundraiser or nonprofit organization, you have something like that, you want to raise some money, folks, you can get together with Portillo's, and anything they sell over to $200, you get 20% of the proceeds. And Portillo's is hiring at all locations. They're looking for all employees. So a couple things you can do. Call our son Joe at 224-636-3646, or better yet, email him at jfank@portillos.com. You need a fundraiser, you need to make some money, get with Portillo's. It's a great company. And also, folks, don't forget our good buddy from Patriot Funding Incorporated, Dave Antonelli, commercial money lending, right there, everybody. He's out of Roselle, Illinois. Promotional, personal term loan, personal cash line of credit, business credit cards, personal credit cards. Get it done right with this guy because he will treat you fair. That's my buddy Dave Antonelli, looking for money and need it now. 630-675-4730. That's Patriot Funding Incorporated. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget we're brought to you by Eco Solar Solutions, where you always save more energy. And don't forget, folks, this week, Thursday night, me and Jerry James will be at Zaza's in Lake Barrington. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Jeff Dubray. Saturday, Tavern on the Point, Edison Park, 8 o'clock showtime on the second floor. We will be upstairs on the second floor. There's an elevator. You walk in, you take the elevator, go up, and see the Tony Ocean Show this Saturday, January 8th at Tavern on the Point. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. And don't forget, next Tuesday, folks, the 11th, we're going to be taking phone calls to the show. That's right, 847-769-8609. You'll be calling. You'll be able to hear what's going on, say whatever you want. And our guests start again next Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. In the great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. Peace and love. Be kind, everybody out there. Try the best you can. If you have any beefs out there, try to put it to an end, man, because life's too short. You know, do what you can. Some people are scared to come out of the house. Some people aren't. No matter what your situation is, go out and support local establishments. Go out and support live entertainment. Be safe. That's all you can do. Be safe. And just be kind to everybody. Try the best you can, man, because, you know, life is definitely too short, and tomorrow's not promised to anybody. Ringo Starr says peace and love. Peace and love to you and your families. Happy New Year. God bless you, everybody. See you tomorrow. Have a great day. Nick Sahaj is the piano man. Take us out.
Time to go. It's the end of the show. See you later from Tony.
Thank you, our executive producer, April, and my lovely wife, Laura. See her tomorrow as my co-host. Bye-bye.